Hey up viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to another round of Sir You Being Hunted, another podcast style episode. This time, I'm joined by Phil though, by Skype. How you doing over there, Phil?
Hello. Things are popping off and popping sideways and popping lengthways. But
And popping all over.
So you're being hunted. Again, how are you getting on?
I'm doing alright, yeah. I've had a relaxing little Saturday today. It's been, I've actually been doing a little bit of recording already,
Right.
just some bonus content on the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe and all that.
Oh yes, I've seen the. I've got to get watching that. It's interesting that. So there's some new content.
Yeah, there's a load of new content in it. It's
Ultra,
really
super
awesome.
deluxe, super ultra deluxe.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. So you're doing a bit of recording yourself.
Yeah.
I suppose you like to do it when you get a spare minute, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Weekends are always a good opportunity to just blitz a load of stuff out and get a load of things recorded, both main series and bonus content and all that.
I remember what's the good part is you get doing whatever you want. I remember when obviously you lived with your parents, you wanted to do it ideally when they weren't around.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be making noise.
Making noise and being a bit awkward.
Yeah, indeed. Back in the day when I was just a lowly student, having to save on money and all that, scrimping around, still living at the old folks' home. So
Working, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Booths at first, wasn't it?
Booths, yes, back in the day.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
booths, and then you went to Lancaster Uni, but you didn't get paid much there, unfortunately.
No, didn't get paid much at Booths. It was very much a minimum wage job, but it paid for bus tickets, certainly in my first few years up there and all that, so it was okay.
Dosh.
Yes.
So it's time to round up the old Easter
Yes, that's the main subject of conversation,
Of
actually, for this episode.
of 2022.
2022, the year
All the
2022. All the twos.
Well, it's not going to be all the
No,
twos
it's
because
not.
unfortunately we're never going to reach, unless we get cryogenically frozen or something,
Yeah.
we're never going to reach 22.
Indeed, yes. Or if perhaps medical science advances to a point where our lifespan gets significantly extended.
Yeah, it's like we get cryogenically frozen, like, of course, Walt Disney himself.
Yeah, indeed. There we are. So yeah, how was your Easter then, Phil?
It was not terribly eventful. It was just, I mean, Easter's not as eventful as one would think, like with
Yeah.
Christmas. But it was nice to have a 4 days of time off.
Indeed.
And got a nice chocolate egg from my mother.
Yes.
A nice dairy milk one I got. It was one. It was one in the. She actually got me a large, which was good. Yeah, it's a
lucky
big chocolate egg, and it came with 2 sharing bars of dairy milk.
Nice. Yes.
So that was actually fantastic, and I really appreciate it. Not only did she get that, she got me a little a little plastic tub of, where you used to get those like pick and mix of sweets.
Yeah.
Like those. It came with marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like little fondant-y heart things and some sort of strawberry laces, but cut down into small size.
Nice. Sounds actually pretty good. Yeah.
So that, and I went to see my parents and see how they're getting on with Easter and things like that. And obviously, the main thing, you came to see me.
Yeah, I did indeed.
On that Saturday.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous weather, if I remember.
It was
as well.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Gorgeous
it was very
weather.
sunny.
We went for a walk.
Yes.
And so we went for a nice walk around the area. Had a catch up as well, which is the main thing, seeing how each other was getting on. Went through Curden Valley, which was quite busy.
Indeed it was. But, we always sort of like to go down through there whenever I'm up visiting you.
Yeah.
'Cause it's good because it's right on your doorstep and all that, so it's like easy
Isn't it?
access to
That's
it.
the main thing. I can't believe how close it is, or how close I am to it.
Yeah.
It's a good buy when I first ever bought this house as well.
Exactly.
How did you get on?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got some chocolate eggs myself. Got it was a cream egg one. It was actually that I got for my
Cream egg's always a classic, isn't it?
Indeed.
You never see it, do you? Other times of the year, it only seems to
Only
be available at Easter.
Yeah, indeed. So that was that, and of course, as usual during the Easter period, I came back up north to visit family and all that. Had a good time there. It was interesting though. It's funny actually because my Easter sort of break. was a bit of sort of a kind of mixed picture in terms of overall quality. So, like, originally I was just going to go back up north for about 1 week or so just to visit family. But then it turned out I had to stay a second week because, kind of got COVID.
You got hit
partway
by
through.
COVID, yeah. I can't believe that. Yeah,
I know.
that was really unfortunate.
It was, yeah.
When you got that, contracted that.
So I had to self-isolate at my old folks' house for a few days, and of course it's just really awkward because obviously when you're self-isolating you can't really do anything. You just have to stay sort of in the house for however long. And
I must admit I was a bit frightened when you told me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I did some tests and everything, but everything came back negative for me.
I think you were fortunate then. Yeah.
Yeah. You must have got the symptoms, or you must have caught it after you left me.
Yeah, I think I have a suspicion where I probably got it from. Because the thing is, in the first week of the Easter break when I came back up north, a couple of days in to my sort of visit, my dad actually he just went away briefly to see some friends, and apparently when he came back he said one of them was a bit sort of ill, but he couldn't tell whether he had a cold or something. So I have a feeling, because my dad obviously then he came down with it and he actually tested positive for COVID, so I have a feeling I probably got it from him.
That's very unfortunate, but
indeed.
It's what happens, and you've both been jabbed 3 times.
We have, yeah. So we were just really unfortunate that we got it. But having said that, it was funny because initially when I started feeling ill, I took an initial test and it came back negative. Then the next day I took another test and it came back positive. But it's funny because the actual symptoms of it were only really sort of kind of bad for 1 day, but after that they quickly started to kind of disappear a bit, and I still tested positive a couple of times, but it's after a few days I didn't actually feel that bad. So it's probably again just the jabs given me some level of resilience to it. So
that's good. That's good. Yeah, because I think you said you had getting a bit of a sore throat. And,
a little bit of a sore throat. I felt a bit sort of gunked up at times, and that first day when I started feeling a bit ill, I did technically have a little bit of a headache, but that actually didn't last very long.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So wasn't a major headache.
Yeah. Because I know like some people who've had COVID, they come down with it and it lasts for at least a couple of weeks. But for me, no, it was only a few days.
And did you get any of the other key symptoms? So there's fever and loss of smell and taste.
I didn't actually really get a loss of smell and taste. Interestingly, that wasn't really a thing for me. In terms of temperature, stuff like that, there were moments, at least initially, where I sometimes alternated between sort of having chills, and then sometimes, if when I was lying in bed at night, just being really hot.
Yeah, that's feverish temperatures. That.
Yeah, indeed. But again, it didn't sort of last that long. After a while, it sort of went away, and it wasn't there for long. So, which was fortunate, I guess. Yeah.
Fever is very weird.
Yeah.
Because you're basically sweating even though you're cold.
Indeed. Yeah.
And then you can be shivering even when you're sweating.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because your body temperature clock has sort of gone out of whack.
Yeah, it's fluctuating.
So it's trying to regulate your temperature, but failing.
Yeah, indeed.
Everything's okay now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're feeling a lot better, and you can consume your chocolate. Oh yeah, did you get any other apart from the cream egg one?
Oh yeah, I got I think what was my second one that I got? I think it was just a normal sort of dairy milk one as well. That I got too.
Dairy milk. Yeah. Cream egg's a funny little thing because it's basically, for those who are not sure what a cream egg is, it's an egg-shaped chocolate on the outside, but inside there's a sort of I think it's fondant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a sort of mixture of white and yellow fondant made to look like the white and yellow of an egg. So the albumin, which is actually the technical term for what the white of an egg is, and the yolk.
Get filled with these big words there.
I know. And the yolk as well, but it's I think it's fondant
Yeah,
which
very tasty.
very tasty. I love fondant things like the big one, French fancy.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I used to come
love
over.
them,
We'd always
yeah.
used to have those for dessert.
Yes, they were always,
French fancies. Oh,
they're, well, they're a nifty little, just nice little after-dinner snack. Little
yeah, with a
cake,
little cake with a little ball on the top that's got like the fondant in it. But my favourite is the yellow ones, the lemony ones. Oh, and they actually did Mr. Kipling. They're made by. They actually did make a full 8 box of the lemon ones.
Oh, nice.
I know. Which is fantastic.
Just
yeah,
what
they're
you
my
want.
favourite.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to remember as well, just over the Easter period, because the thing is, whenever I
Right.
go, come back up north, usually, me and my family, we always, go out for a walk somewhere good, and we did go for a walk, but I've completely forgotten where it was we went now. So I'm trying to sort of quickly remember where it was.
Did you? Because
walking.
usually when you come back, you tend to go to Clitheroe a lot.
Clitheroe, we did go to Clitheroe. Yeah, it was funny actually. Because we went up to Clitheroe for a day out, but when we got there, we found out that the whole main street had been shut off because apparently there was a musical being filmed there. So it was a bit awkward because we couldn't obviously go to any of the shops on the main street because they'd all been paid off for the day by the producers, just to compensate for loss of earnings. Yeah. But so instead we had to sort of stay around some of the side streets. But it was all right. We managed to go to a few places, a couple of shops, and see how things were going. Went to the bookshop. There's a nice little bar and coffee shop and restaurant called the Emporium, which is a nice place to go. One place actually we didn't actually go was down to the Bowl and Brewery area, which is always a good one to go to.
Go there quite. You go there quite a bit as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's always a good one to go to if you're ever in Clitheroe.
Yeah, but apart from that, because both of us are not really religious people, we don't use it because obviously on Easter Sunday and all that, there's mass. People go to mass and everything, but no, we don't tend to do that.
Indeed. Yeah, the last time I went to church was for my grandfather's funeral, and before that, the last time I would have been years and years ago that I went to a church service.
Well, I tell you what, Easter as well as Christmas are the two sorts of holiday seasons where confectionery and chocolate companies make an absolute killing.
Absolutely, indeed.
Like a phenomenal killing. So. Because they'll obviously rake in all the cash for the chocolate that they sell.
I would love to know actually what the sales figures are from supermarkets across the country, around about Easter. How much money do they sort of rake in from, just from chocolate eggs alone, things like that?
I know. Well, they get the eggs out quite early.
Yeah, they do.
Because I remember seeing when I've been going into the supermarket, I was starting seeing, because obviously it was the start of April when Easter actually took effect, and they started having them out start to middle of March.
Yeah, they do.
To February.
Feels like not long after Christmas.
End of February, and I was like, blimey.
Yeah, when they start getting all the Easter stuff.
It's same with Christmas. Yeah, they start getting the Christmas decorations out about August.
Yeah,
you're like, oh come on.
It's so commercialised.
No. Wait for another couple of months.
Yeah, indeed. Yes. At least indeed. That's the thing. I always remember what's it called? Barton Grange, the big sort of garden centre. That used to be in Barton. It's now around Billsborough, up in Lancashire, in their big premises. They were always so typical for in August immediately starting to set up their Christmas decorations. It was it's way too early for that. But
I know. I don't know. I don't know why they get them out in August. I mean, come on. I know you're trying to sell stuff, but I remembered seeing sort of the first Easter eggs come in the end of February, start of March.
Yeah.
And I was like, even that was a bit early, but
yes,
they just want to get them sold quickly.
Aye, yeah. I'm still racking my brain trying to remember where it was me and my family went for a walk whilst I was up there, and it's not coming back to me. It's
do you
really
still
annoying.
do your you still have your pub lunches? Did you go for a pub lunch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did go for a pub lunch. Actually, it was interesting because when I came back up on a Saturday, it was the very next day on Sunday. We went for a pub lunch at the Pattern Arms in Winmarleigh.
Ah, lovely.
Because it's interesting because one of my relatives from Australia had been visiting, and she was due to go back like the very next day, so she
Okay.
was there as well. So it was pretty good. It was a good
Did you
meal.
did you have your
Really good.
default meal, or
I
that you
didn't
usually
actually
get for
know.
pub? No.
I went for something different for a change. I went for a what was it? A steak and kidney suet pudding, and it was massive. It was huge. It was really filling. It was really tasty. It was really good. It came with chips and mushy peas. So it was very nice. So it was almost like sticking with kind of like a sort of chip shop type meal, but just
I
not
love the way,
fish.
yes, I
Yeah.
do love the way that pubs do meals like that, because some of them are really good. Like some of the chips that they do are really,
Oh yes.
really good. They're
Nice,
nice and
crispy,
thick cut.
chunky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
do that.
Lovely.
One of the things I'd like to try is to go to a steakhouse.
Steakhouse.
You know, where you can
Yeah.
get like proper steaks and
Yeah.
thick steak cut chips. That would be good as well. How do you like your steak?
Um, Usually
I'm a
just
well
sort of
done.
yeah, sort of like medium. I don't like it sort of too well done, but I don't want it obviously like underdone either. So yeah, I'd probably just say sort of like medium, somewhere between medium and well done probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there. It's funny actually. Steak is one of those things which I often find it needs to be cooked sort of just right for me.
Absolutely.
Because obviously if it's not quite cooked right, it can be like very chewy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there are something gets like that.
Yeah, it's good though when you get like a nice steak that's just like, it's nice and tender and it just sort of melts in your mouth. Oh, yes,
Absolutely.
that's when it's lovely.
Any vegetarians or vegans in the comments? Look away now.
Yeah. Sure, you can get yourself some vegetarian equivalents of steaks and
Yeah,
things like that.
it's interesting now those sort of varieties, because you can get like soya protein that's been made or shaped
Yeah.
into the form of like a steak,
Indeed.
that has all the
stuff.
protein power, but none of the meat.
Yeah. You see, there's options for everybody and all that.
There is
Yes.
lifestyle choices. That's what it's all about.
Indeed.
No, I don't. Okay, because I've tried vegetarian and vegan related stuff, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
It is really nice. I will say I couldn't give up meat, not a chance.
Nah.
Because meat's too tasty. But some of the vegetarian and vegan options are really outstanding.
Yeah, they are.
I've once had the vegan cheese, and that was really actually quite good.
Yeah. See, there's always plenty of good stuff out there. Because I think, sometimes like vegetarian and vegan foods, they can get a bit of sort of like a bad rap. Some people say, ooh, they're a bit, I don't know, the taste a bit funny, but it just
Yeah.
depends on, I think, what like brands you're getting, things like that. Because there are some real good ones out there, which actually are very tasty. Admittedly, there are some shit ones that taste like cardboard, but,
Well,
again,
I'll tell
it's
you
just finding
what
the
is
good stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what is interesting. Jackfruit.
No, no, no.
Have you heard of jackfruit? Yes,
think,
it looks
yeah.
and tastes almost exactly like pulled pork.
Oof.
Yeah, I
Actually
know.
sounds quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, pulled pork is really nice, but yeah, it looks like pulled pork, and there is a taste to it that's actually quite like pulled pork.
Yeah.
And I must say, I've liked it when I've consumed it.
Sounds good, yeah. You got me thinking now about Subway's old barbecue pulled pork
Oh
sandwiches.
God, do you remember that? Yeah,
Yes.
Unfortunately, it was only limited edition,
Yeah.
so they
That-
didn't do it for long.
It's very unfortunate that they didn't do it, for kind of an indefinite amount of time because it was very tasty.
Yeah, I haven't had a Subway in absolutely ages.
Neither
What
have
about
I.
you?
No, I haven't had one in ages
No.
either. Which is something which maybe I should do at some point because there's actually a Subway very close to where I work.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like across the
well.
road, indeed. It's funny actually because where I work, there's obviously a Subway very, very close to it that you can go to. There's also a McDonald's very, very close to it. So it's great. If for example you can't be bothered taking in your own lunch or something, so you just nip across the road and get a freaking bit of fast food if you're feeling particularly lazy.
Yeah, there's always that option.
Yeah.
If you're feeling you want a little bit of a sandwich.
Yeah.
I know that Subway do all sorts of different things now. I know they do like boxes of nachos and
Yeah.
things, which is interesting.
Indeed.
Um,
They have so many options. It's great. Yes. Gosh, yeah. I mean, maybe I need to drop by a Subway again then sometime soon and
and see what they have.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to
Got all
remember.
sorts of varieties.
I've
Of,
got to remember
various
all,
different...
all the different types of bread that they've got.
Oh no, I know it's
know.
crazy because they've got different bread. Then you have to go through what salad and what. Then
Yeah.
you've got to go through what you want on the sub roll, so you can design your own.
Yeah.
Just be careful and avoid Subway's tuna.
Yeah. Is it bad?
Yeah. Apparently, it's not. It's. There's lots of rumours that it's not real tuna and it's just reconstituted shite.
All right.
Yeah.
This feels like one of
think
those potential stories where it's like you got to take it with a bit of a pinch of salt. Like,
Well, it's actually apparently it's come from some Subway employees.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Where the tuna comes from.
Again, yeah. I say take with a pinch of salt. I mean, I don't know. I think I'd need to see what the source is, who these people are, things like that.
Yeah, just be careful. But there's loads of other. I mean, I think I've once had
shit.
the steak and cheese,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that one was good.
That is a good
Steak
one.
and cheese.
Yeah. I remember when I used to work at Boots, I probably talked about this before, but at one time we used to do a steak and red onion and cheese panini, and it was lovely. It was, yes.
Did you get it for free?
Unfortunately, we didn't. We did get a 15% discount, but we never got it for free, which was
interesting.
yeah.
I'd have thought you would have got it for free.
Yeah,
because
I think they were just a bit too tight. They were to let us have it for free,
Right.
but yeah, which is unfortunate. But what can you do, eh?
Yeah, that's a shame
Yeah.
because you'd think you'd get something like that for free, but
Yeah.
at least they give you a discount.
Yeah.
So there's always that, isn't there?
Yeah, you always used to get like a special card when you worked at Boots.
Right.
And like, if for example, if you had like a spouse or a close relative, you could always get like a discount on everything you purchase from there. Yeah,
Which is
Which is
interesting because technically it's actually illegal to like share like a Netflix account with someone else.
really.
If you've got you're not
Yeah.
allowed to. You've only got the one account for the one, then it's just for you and you only.
All right.
Yeah, you're not allowed to share.
I feel like that's one of those
details.
things, though, that like how would they enforce that? Because it's I imagine there's probably tons of people out there who do
Oh, yeah,
share
there will be.
accounts. Yeah.
Oh, there will be.
It's like one of those
absolutely.
things that it never gets enforced because like it would be ridiculous. Like you'd have to sort of raid people's televisions and actually get their login details and all this, and actually find out if they are indeed sharing accounts across multiple.
Well, it's
people.
like the
Yeah.
BBC, because obviously you have to pay a TV license. How do they find you? I've heard that sometimes if you don't have one and you state you don't have one, they come up with vans outside your property and have like monitoring equipment
Really?
on their vans that monitor what you're currently watching.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, that's a strange one. I mean, from what I understand, basically, if you don't pay your TV license, it essentially just means that you can't get like terrestrial TV. It just doesn't kind of come up as far as I'm
No,
aware.
it still will come up because what about the consider the iPlayer?
True.
You have to
Yeah.
have a TV license. Yeah, that's stupid. You have to have a TV license to actually watch BBC iPlayer now.
Yeah.
You never used to have to do that.
Strange. Yeah. I mean,
Good
I
way
don't
for
know.
BBC to
Yeah.
scab off money from you.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing about vans pulling up, I don't know. That sounds like, again, one of those kind of stories online that sounds like it would be a bit crazy.
Like
Like,
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, that was good. That was basically the Simpsons version of GTA.
Ah,
But it was a good game.
Yeah.
I had it, and it was really quite fun actually.
yes.
Uh,
I feel
to
like I
those who
can, vaguely remember it. Charging around in your little Simpsons cars.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was released for the PlayStation 2, I think, and
Yeah.
probably the PC as well.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic little game. Yeah.
Aye, yeah. Indeed.
I'm just trying to think. Was there anything else that I did for Easter? Apart from, no, I don't think there was.
God, I'm trying to, for the life of me, to remember where did me and my family go walking. It's not coming to me because it was like the day
No.
before I came and visited you, and I'm trying for the life of me to get
Oh,
it
so
in
it was
my
on the
head.
Friday, was it?
Yeah. Where the heck was it that we went? It was.
Oh, because I keep forgetting. Yeah, both your parents
Got
are
it.
retired, aren't they?
Oh my god, I've remembered where it was now. It was near Dunsop Bridge.
Oh, that's another one. That
Yeah,
you always
in
go
the sort
to.
of Forest of Bowland area. That's what
Yeah,
God.
you always seem to go
It took
there.
me so long to remember that. Why could I not remember that? It was so strange.
Am I right in saying that both your parents are retired, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
like
I mean,
mine. Well,
my dad
my,
is
my,
he does the odd thing still, but
oh
he's
yeah, he's
basically
like odd job handyman.
Yeah.
My dad's fully retired, but my mum still works, but Wednesday to Friday.
Yeah.
She's part time, so she doesn't work on Monday or Tuesday, but
Yeah.
she's coming close now to retiring fully.
Yeah, indeed. All folks, they're all of that age now where you're going to be kicking the feet up, taking things easy, and all that.
That's the thing that you've got to consider when you retire, is because you don't want to get bored, so you want to find some tasks or some activities that you can do. Obviously, there are people that go and do things and try and maybe join a club or find some way that they can keep themselves entertained, because you don't want to get bored.
Yeah, exactly.
But the good thing is we live in a world where there's so many like video games, so good way to keep yourself entertained and things like that.
Indeed, yeah. Oh man, gosh, I've been keeping an eye actually on Steam recently myself, because there've been so many games actually going on offer at the moment, and I've been buying a few recently to keep potential stuff to go on the channel and all that. Because the thing is,
I'm finding it interesting watching the Spyro.
Oh yes,
that's always fun.
I've got more episodes of that need to go out
game,
on the channel.
Game number 3 you're on now,
Indeed.
And then eventually it'll be the older Crash.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, indeed. Yes. I know at some point though, in the near future, I'm probably going to be doing a bit more World War II FPS, because people have been been asking for more, and I've got I managed to get hold of some more World War II FPSs in the last week or two.
I really think
on offer
for everyone, because it'll give them stuff. You should do the original Call of Duty.
Funny you should say that, because that's one of the ones that was going on.
Oh, is that
one
on the cards? Yeah.
Yep, it's on the cards. So
I try some of the Battlefield stuff, but.
So
don't try the latest, because apparently it's really shit.
Yeah.
Battlefield 2042. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that I've got on the Steam library from recent weeks, because they were going on offer. So the original Call of Duty, I got that one. There was an expansion pack to it called United Offensive, which I've got now, and I think Call of Duty 2 that was going on offer, so I got that one. And I also found that there were a load of Sniper Elite games that were going on really cheap.
Sniper Elite series, that's a good little game series.
So I bought 3 of those as well. So I got Sniper Elite V2 remastered, Sniper Elite 3 and Sniper Elite 4, because they were going on offer.
I think very soon. I think it's in May. The 5th entry is getting released. Yeah,
I put it on the Steam wish list and all that, because it does look kind of
good.
Well,
it's probably going to be quite expensive, but
it will be.
You'll have to watch out for that.
Yeah, wait for it to go on offer and see how cheaply.
As long as you get Train Sim World, oh my good god, that's the infamous game that has thousands and thousands of expansion packs. That cost like 4,000 quid or something.
Yeah,
indeed. If you wanted to get them all, that's utterly diabolical.
All the Train Sim DLCs, nice.
All the Train Sim DLCs,
yeah, indeed. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who might potentially be hoping for more World War II FPS content on the channel at some point in the not-too-distant future, potentially there's going to be Call of Duty games and maybe also Sniper Elite games appearing at some point. I don't know when, though. It might not be for a while yet, but at some point they may well be appearing.
Well, one maybe you should get back to on your own is the Saboteur.
Oh God, yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, you see, exactly.
That's one that I always come back to, like every few months when the wheel picks it out. I can never remember where I left off or anything.
Yeah, that's why you should do some of it by yourself.
Yeah, I should really.
Lovely jubbly. Yeah, so I think the viewers should tell us as well for their Easter. What Easter did you do? And if you are religious, did you go to church?
Yeah.
And did you take part in Mass?
Indeed.
But yeah, tell us about your Easters and how it went on.
Yes, indeed. So, thanks for joining me there, Phil. That was a good little conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I hope you guys all out there watching enjoyed it too. Other than that, we're going to wrap up here. So Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested in that. And of course, besides that, a like's always appreciated on the video if you enjoyed it. Other than that, this is the two of us going away now. Goodbye, everybody.
Hope you had a good Easter.
That's it. There we go. Fucking hell. Ooh, right. I don't think you necessarily need to do it speedily. You just need to keep trying. You just need to get it in the right order. Little sound comes from somewhere in the room. That's the cage, no doubt. Okay. Okay. Nice to have an audience. I won't lie, even if they are a bunch of creepy-looking demons. Well, good to know that the spirits of hell certainly appreciate good music. Right, cage door is open. Inside is a puppet. I feel like we have to take it out. Ugh. Well, can't say I was expecting a hand, but okay. A detached, twisted hand.